Overnight, a winter whiteout. Plows out in full force, trying to keep up with the massive amount of snowfall expected through Tuesday.
Oh, we might be stuck.
Drivers braving the treacherous road conditions, while others are forced to pull over and wait it out. In Ohio, cars spinning, trying to get traction any way they can. This man jumping on the back of a bumper of that SUV, trying to help the tires dig in, while others ended up in the median. Traffic backed up for hours after a fatal wreck there. The nor'easter could bring blizzard-like conditions to New York and New Jersey, both declaring a state of emergency. The Big Apple halting COVID vaccinations, even for those with scheduled appointments. Across the Northeast, thousands of flights are now canceled. At JFK alone, more than 800 flights. The travel effects from this storm will last for days. Snow emergencies are also in effect for Boston and Philadelphia. More than 250 wrecks reported across Virginia. This fire truck flipping over. Fortunately, no serious injuries there. Chicago now digging out from just under a foot of snow, their second snowstorm in less than a week. These officers out to help stranded drivers, teaming up to push their own SUV back on the road.
And, well, here in Philadelphia, they are trying to get around as best they can. It is sleeting. It's been sleeting for the last several hours now. The buses are still running here on Market Street, but it is certainly very, very slick. This is Independence National Park with Independence Hall there. The snow, 3, maybe 4 inches of it, but most of it is now sleet. That is going to change over to snow as the colder air begins to work in here. But it's been all snow just north of here, a foot of snow in New Jersey, and you'll get at least that, it looks like, in New York City. Let's go over the impacts of this. All the big cities, from Los Angeles and San Francisco to Chicago and D.C., here in Philly, New York, Boston, everybody getting a piece of this storm, it seems like, before it heads out to sea, and that's not going to be for another 2 days. So from Georgia to Maine, we have winter weather advisories in the areas where you'll be most impacted with hazardous travel and some power outages right along the New York metropolitan area, that tri-state area, including northeast Pennsylvania, and maybe even some spots just north of the city with blizzard conditions and times where it'll be impossible to travel. That'll be later on this afternoon and tonight as this coastal low begins to pick up steam. That'll bring in more cold air along I-95, at least here in the southern part of it. The eastern part of it, Connecticut up through Boston, stays mostly a mix enough to where it won't be as great of an accumulation, but could see 3 to 6 inches there. Look at this, 12 plus inches just west of New York City. Probably in New York City, I think they'll see 12 to maybe 18 inches of snow. North of that, 12 to 24 inches of snow. And it's, for the most part, it's kind of a heavy snow, so difficult certainly to get out there. All right, I'll shot for you from Surfline there in New Jersey. Inland or coastal flooding is going to be a problem. Big surf, obviously, not a great beach day, but certainly coastal flooding from the Delmarva all the way up through parts of down East Maine. 1 to 2 feet of inundation there and some roadways flooded. All right, that's because of the wind. It's going to crank. We will see blizzard conditions at times, especially along the coastline. Look at that, near 70-mile-per-hour wind in Montauk there on the eastern end of Long Island later on this afternoon and through tonight. And then tomorrow winding down a little bit, but winter storm warnings are posted really till at least 10 a.m. tomorrow, if not 1 p.m. in the afternoon. It will take some time for this thing to get through, and that's really the hallmark of this storm is the duration of it, and not just here in the Northeast, but it started a week ago, Diane, in California. So a huge swath of the country getting a piece of this storm, and it's far from over here in the Northeast. Diane?
Our senior meteorologist, Rob Marciano. Good thing you have that beard to keep your face warm, Rob.
It helps. Thanks, Diane.
Thanks, Rob.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.